Sabha endorses election laws amendment bill seeking to link Aadhaar with electoral data despite protests by opposition. Speaker disallows demand for adjournment motion in Assam Assembly. Opposition stages walkout. Jitendra Singh inaugurates Good Governance Week in New Delhi, says nearly all grievance cases disposed of. Meghalaya Chief Minister Conrad Sangma launches cooperative schemes in Garo Hills, says government committed to farmer welfare. And Prime Minister Narendra Modi hails historic medal-winning performance by shuttler Kidambi Srikanth in World Championships. A very good evening, viewers. Welcome to the Northeast News Bulletin from the studios of DDK Guwahati. This is Sangeeta Bhattacharjee. Now the stories in detail. In national news first, Lok Sabha today passed the Election Amendment Bill 2021. Earlier, Law Minister Kiren Rijiju introduced the bill in the House amidst sloganeering by the opposition members. Opposition members, including the Congress and the left, opposed the introduction of the bill. Allaying apprehensions of the opposition, Rijiju said the bill is intended to legislate a strong act to prevent bogus and fake voting. He said it will lead to some added provisions in the Representation of the People Act 1950 and 1951, by which Aadhaar can be linked with electoral rolls. The minister said it will ensure credible electoral rolls, and the bill fully qualifies the contours outlined by the Supreme Court in the verdict of Justice K.S. Puttaswamy versus Union of India regarding protection of right to privacy as a fundamental right. Earlier, Congress, AIMIM, RSP and BSP opposed the bill, terming it an infringement of protection of fundamental rights to privacy.
तो इसमें सदन को इसमें साथ देना चाहिए और साथ-साथ सुप्रीम कोर्ट के जजमेंट को सर मैं शॉर्ट में कहना चाहता हूं कि सुप्रीम कोर्ट
Earlier in the day, both houses of parliament were adjourned till 2 p.m. following continuous protest by the opposition. In the Rajya Sabha, when the House met for the day, Chairman M. Venkaiah Naidu disallowed the opposition notices to suspend business to discuss the Lakhimpur Kheri incident. Following this, members from Congress, TMC, DMK and others created a noisy scene leading to adjournment of the House till 2 p.m. In the Lok Sabha, when the House assembled for the day, opposition members trooped into the well, raising slogans over the Lakhimpur Kheri incident. Speaker Om Birla repeatedly urged the agitating members to go back to their seat, but in vain. As the pandemonium continued, the House was briefly adjourned till 12 noon. When the House reassembled at 12 noon, opposition members again trooped into the well. Amid uproar, the Election Laws Amendment Bill 2021 was introduced. As the ruckus continued, the Speaker adjourned the House till 2 p.m. Moving on to Northeast now. In Assam, on the first day of the winter session of State Assembly today, the opposition staged a walkout amidst noisy scenes when Speaker Bishwajit Doimari disallowed its demand for an adjournment motion to discuss the land policy and evictions in Gorukuti. Earlier, the House was adjourned for 10 minutes when the opposition raised the same demand and created a ruckus. Other business conducted in the House included a discussion on preservation of culture and heritage of tribals. Minister Piyush Hazarika said the government has taken all possible welfare measures for the tribal population. Other issues that received attention of the House included biodiversity and tourism. Now we take a short break. We will be back with more news. Stay tuned.
ये विशाल है ना, इसका सब प्रॉपर चलता है।
कल उसके बैंक अकाउंट में 15,000 रुपए का फ्रॉड हुआ है, पता है?
इसको तो कोई टेंशन ही नहीं होती है, देखना।
टेंशन क्यों? मेरी कोई गलती नहीं थी। फिर भी फ्रॉड होने पर मैंने तुरंत बैंक को इन्फॉर्म कर दिया। आरबीआई कहता है अगर आपके अकाउंट से किसी ने धोखे से पैसे निकाले हैं तो बैंक को जल्द से जल्द इन्फॉर्म कीजिए। 3 दिन के अंदर इन्फॉर्म किया तो कोई नुकसान नहीं होगा। जितना लेट करोगे उतना ज्यादा नुकसान। और सुन, सब चलता नहीं है, प्रॉपर चलाना पड़ता है। आरबीआई कहता है जानकार बनिए, सतर्क रहिए।
Welcome back. Union Minister of State for Personal, Public Grievances and Pensions, Dr. Jitendra Singh, today said that more than 80% of the work of government is being done online. Inaugurating the Good Governance Week in New Delhi today as part of Azadi Ka Amrit Mahotsav celebrations, Dr. Singh said thanks to Digital India initiative, the works went on smoothly even during the COVID period. He said the public grievances have increased from 2 lakh in 2014 to more than 25 lakh at present, with more than 95% disposal of cases. The theme of Good Governance Week is Prashasan Gaon Ki Aur, a nationwide campaign for redressal of public grievances and improving service delivery. It will be held in all districts, states and union territories.
Ease of living in the life of a common man, because if ultimately governance is aimed at that objective, no amount of whatever we do in
Meghalaya, Chief Minister Conrad K. Sangma today launched the prestigious project of all Garo Hills Multi-Purpose Cooperative Society at Babadam in West Garo Hills in presence of MLA Thomas A. Sangma. The project will include the construction of a multi-purpose building which will cater to training and livelihood programs, including a processing and packaging unit. The project is estimated to cost 4 crore 44 lakh rupees, of which the state government has a sanction of 3 crore 30 lakh rupees. Speaking on the occasion, Chief Minister Sangma said the government is committed to promote farmers' welfare. Various flagship initiatives including piggery, dairy and poultry will be implemented through the cooperative movement, he said. In Arunachal Pradesh, the state government today held its cabinet meeting at Pasighat for the first time. Chief Minister Pema Khandu, in a series of tweets, informed that this was the second cabinet meeting held outside capital Itanagar. The last such meeting was held at Pake Tiger Reserve in Pake Kesang district. He also informed that his itinerary in the town in East Siang district, including addressing public grievances. He held a series of meetings with members of local public and community bodies. He met members of the local BJP unit, representatives of a local Kebang body, health workers and others. He arrived in Pasighat earlier this morning. Union Minister of State for Home Affairs Nishit Pramanik has said internal security situation of the country has improved under the leadership of Prime Minister Narendra Modi. Addressing the 58th raising day of the Sashastra Seema Bal SSB in New Delhi today, Pramanik said he firmly believes that the SSB will thwart anti-national forces working against the country. He said the Sashastra Seema Bal is successfully tackling insurgency in Jammu and Kashmir and Naxal activities in states facing left-wing extremism. Prime Minister Narendra Modi today congratulated Kidambi Srikanth for winning a historic silver medal. In his tweets, Modi said this win will inspire sportspersons and further interest in badminton. On Sunday evening, Kidambi Srikanth bagged a historic silver medal after losing to Lo Kian Yu of Singapore 15-21-2022 in the men's singles final of BWF World Championships at Huelva in Spain. Srikanth is the first Indian shuttler to finish runners-up. Former world #1 Srikanth etched his name in the history books after becoming the first Indian men's badminton player to reach the singles final of a World Championships. In the COVID update from the northeast, Arunachal Pradesh reported 23 active cases, while the discharge cases touched 55,017. The dead account for 280. In Assam, the number of active cases stands at 982, followed by discharge cases count of 6,11,016. The death toll is 6,147. With 195 active cases, the figure for cured cases in Manipur stands at 1,23,437. The death toll has touched 1,995. Meghalaya is settled with 113 active cases, while the figure for released cases stands at 83,161. The death toll is 1,478. With 2,598 active cases, Mizoram has a count of 1,36,359 discharge cases. The death toll stands at 531. Nagaland has reported 82 active cases, followed by 31,386 recovered cases. The dead account for 701. Sikkim has 105 active cases, 31,950 discharge cases. The death toll has touched 406. Finally, reporting 60 active cases, Tripura has 84,077 cured cases, while the dead accounts for 827. And to end the news, the main points once again. Lok Sabha endorses election laws amendment bill seeking to link Aadhaar with electoral data despite protests by opposition. Speaker disallows demand for adjournment motion in Assam Assembly. Opposition stages walkout. Jitendra Singh inaugurates Good Governance Week in New Delhi, says nearly all grievance cases disposed of. Meghalaya Chief Minister Conrad Sangma launches cooperative schemes in Garo Hills, says government committed to farmer welfare. And Prime Minister Narendra Modi hails historic medal-winning performance by shuttler Kidambi Srikanth in World Championships. That brings us to the end of this evening's bulletin. Thank you for tuning in. Namaskar.